Politricks, watch. This is RP. Now the long-awaited recordings that were collected by C4 are now being played in the court. As expected, some of the things them want to go down, not even Hollywood can come up with this. A couple things stand out to me, and I'm going to share it with you now. Now, I'm going to read a couple things from Outer Loop, right, where them take a few excerpts from the conversation and post it. I want to understand, I want to understand just how much, right, everybody was bamboozled about who was the source, about who, right, was actually giving the police information. Now, the star witness, C4, I'm going to show you, based on them I read that, how everybody did I get free, except the person who was actually the source. But before I go any further, I want to send a special Patreon birthday shout out to Princess Walker. Now I know it's a belated birthday shout out, but Princess, you don't know you're a mistake this, because remember you're supposed to remind me and you forget me, you don't want to go on look like you enjoy yourself too much. But anyway, big up yourself. Hope you had a great day. Hope you had a great 2022. Thanks for the support as always. See? So Princess, big up yourself. So now, let me get back to the video. Check this out. Again, this is coming from Loop. Them post a couple excerpts. So at one point, them start to accuse Muma of being a quote-unquote informer. This conversation is between the, I guess you could say, the leadership, right, or the leaders of Klansman. Right. So obviously Black Man was behind bars, right, but City Post, C4 and Muma were on a three-way conversation. That right there, so, is the leadership of clans. Right. Muma, City Post, and C4. Them a talk amongst themselves. Them a talk about Black Man. Muma say Black Man must come on road. She say she have fast and pray. Right. Remember, Muma is a quote-unquote pastor. You know? This quote-unquote pastor a pray, say Black Man touch by the road. Listen to what City Post say. As some little boy, and this is a direct quote, as some little boy we have to go link, man. Teach them the thing, because the youths are the future. End quote. City Post say that. Him not talk about the youths in the future have been a leader, you know. Right? Him not talk about nothing constructive, you know. Him not talk about new recruits for Klansman. The man talk some little boy we have to go link, man. Because them fed up with enough of the old Klansman them. Remember, at this point, enough man under pressure, enough man run, enough man out of jail, enough man did all kind of foolishness. Enough man, I said, boy, them no want to come near the system because them no want to get caught up. City Post I say, them have to go recruit new youths. The youths are the future. Listen to this next part. Muma say, right, the boy them a itch while we are defend Black Man. Right? Because by now, right, people are get frustrated. But check this out. At one point in the conversation, them start calling Muma an informer. Remember, it was long suspected that some kind of information that I get back to the police them. C4, the actual witness, City Post, and Muma. Muma was getting pointed out as the quote-unquote informer. In clans, everybody, right, the star suspect say, I must him. You know, the only person Klansman never suspect was the witness. The person who actually turned out to be the witness. Not even Hollywood can make this up. The people in the conversation are pointing fingers, not knowing that C4, the actual witness, was recording the conversation, and I'm the witness. Muma is there trying to say, she don't know what go on, it can't be she, cause look how much time she defend the man, she raped Black Man and she'll never do that. C4 was not even a suspect. The last person them think was the witness was C4, and C4 was the witness. How he managed to play it so cool that so even time them a point fingers, because remember, you know them desperate when time them start pointing fingers on the leadership structure. When time them start, because them start say 87, but then based on some of the things them are go down, I guess them realize that the person who give certain information must be a senior member of the gang, must be one of the leaders, because the 87s them wouldn't know certain details about certain operations. So Them say, well, it can't be C4 because at no point them not blame C4. Them say, well, our mama, when the actual witness was on the call, I'm telling you say, C4's talent was wasted as a criminal, was wasted in the Klansman. Right? That brother could have gone on, right, to become some kind of elite undercover agent. Right? Even in the gang when everybody get blamed, he played so smooth that them even suspects at him, and it was him. And next thing stand out to me. Remember the Tesha Miller trial? Remember the facts that it was one of Tesha Miller 87's them who end up to testify against him? Muma revealed in the same conversation that a police tell her who the witness was. Yes, it's in the loop, it's in the news, right? At this point, it's not really a secret in a clans, right? Maybe to the public. Right? Not that the public would know who that anyway, but you have to understand, in a clans, once you become star witness and you go court, everybody know you. So Rattus Crattus is already known to clans, obviously because him take the stand, everybody knows that him. C4 is also known, right, to the whole of clans because everybody knows that him. So these men, I'm assuming after the trial, you know them are going to disappear go. Right? But it's not a secret in the sense that, oh, right, you see the papers that him, Klansman already know and I them want to kill them. So this is not really a secret. But for the public, this is what we need to know. It's in the papers loud and clear from the conversation. Muma say, right, Rattus Crattus a eyewitness from Tesha, a police may get that from. Let me repeat that. She called out Rattus Crattus by him street name and say that him a the eyewitness from Tesha and a police she get that from. Rattus Crattus was compromised. Rattus Crattus was compromised by a member of the JCF. Rattus Crattus probably only alive because him start work with the security forces after they lock him up. If he did a road, he would have dead. Because if Muma know, somebody else know, and Tesha they would have know. Telling all the time, say this is one of the reasons why people hesitate to work with the security forces. This is why it was so extraordinary that C4 went to them, right? Because C4 knows say them have links in the police, right? But give up, the same man them will come help work with them. I think the reason why C4 wasn't compromised is because C4 was working with CTAC. Rattus Crattus, right? Theme situation was completely different. This is pioneering in the fact that C4 and CTAC working exclusively together, cutting off the rest of the JCF, cutting off your favorite constable who just worked at the station and then also try to eat her food. If C4 did end up in the hands of the wrong police officer, I'm telling you this, if C4 did end up in the hands of the wrong police officer, him that dead long time, because the man would have compromised him the same way Muma herself I say them compromise Rattus Crattus. This is an extraordinary revelation, man. When we see it now the papers, my eye open up wide. Rattus Crattus eyewitness from Tesha. A police make it that from. She tell the rest of man them that. Upon the phone call. She's telling the man them because now they were it look like them are inquire what going to Tesha because remember Tesha is them rival, so I guess them want to know if ma get sink or what. So once people here say, well on him, you know it got ready. Not knowing she was talking to the witness who was going to sing them too. This is not even Hollywood can come up with this. They might talk about one witness for them rival, not knowing that she had talked to C4 who would end up become a witness for them. It's extraordinary. This is why I'm telling you say, when time the testimony like one for C4, I would tell C4 say listen, just talk. Because I understand say time limited and them want you are going to just the man them on the case. But you see them police officer them. Right? I would need to know who are the police them where Klansman have links with to give them this kind of intel. Who I tell Muma, right? Who are the witness them for Tesha. Them could have killed him. If he did the road, he would have dead and Tesha would have walked. And if C4 would have worked with them police, they would have tell the clan. And C4 would also be dead. This is why I'm telling you, say, C4 end up talking to the right police them. It look like them know say. This is how I open understanding of JCF know say many of their members are compromised. This is probably why C4 was put under the care of CTOC, and then CTOC and the witness program make C4 disappear. CTOC is well aware that there are other police officers who are passing information to criminals. And Mama say it, you know. Mama say it, and Mama she talk and she knows she's being recorded. She said, a Rattus Crattus are the eyewitness man Tesha, and a police she get that from. When I read the article, I was like, that part was mentioned so lightly in loop. I was like, do people realize what she just said a while ago? So when people say they're scared to talk to the police sometimes, we have to understand there is just cause. Until we flush out those members of the JCF, we have a long way to go in a fighting crime. Remember, if I have to say it 1,000 times, I will. If certain other things are different, Rattus Crattus would be dead and C4 would be dead. Rattus Crattus was saved by being in jail, and C4 was saved by when time him go link the police them, then pass him on and get taken under the care of CTOC. Remember, there are different branches at the JCF. You have your CTOCs and you have your MOCAN, you have your favorite constable who does a part of the division. And you see the police them do the corruption and the calling. Normally at them are the little constable where you go down at the station, you go report something, and then as soon as you walk out you make the call. Yo, you know, say boy come here, come call our name. Yeah man, boy Sir man, my informer. We know they exist. Flush them out. This is why I'm telling you, so the trial after, right? Them are whether after or during, when time them are look into, right? The gang members, the network that allows a Klansman to operate must be dismantled. I'm telling you all the time. You have to shake up the network. The man then give you Rattus Crattus. In the end, Rattus Crattus was the one who did manage to get Tesha off of the streets. But when I understand, say, Rattus Crattus, when he did free, was known, right, as a witness killer. The man was one of your typical 87, quote unquote informer for dead. Right, I want to see how that turns out. So this is what I'm telling all the time, that don't take criminals serious when them tell them say informer for dead. Because when them back against the wall, then we're not going to see, right, their views on quote unquote informing change. And remember, Rattus Crattus is drastically different from a C4. Right? C4 approached the police on his own accord, collected his own intel and gave to them even go on operations. Rattus Crattus is similar to Sammy the Bull. If you want to understand Rattus Crattus' case, understand Sammy the Bull. Right? Sammy the Bull was a notorious 87, right, for the mafia, for the mob. Right? Them say, alright, you do all this thing, you have all this info. Since you got to them at the bigger picture, them at the bigger target, work with me. That's Rattus Crattus. It's complete madness. Further on the ear, City Post. Right? Of course, the other witness say, he must short the money and, he tell him about his mother. This trial is the stuff of movies. This trial, I don't know. Every time I think, well, it can't get no spookier than this, something else come out. And this is just the start. When me said the Chief Justice allowed the conversations, I thought to myself, you know what? I hate this. And now the trial gets spooky. If the judge did show up the recordings, then I know this trial will go. Even though they have to witness them still, but the recordings, no me understand why certain people are linked me and I say, no man, this not gonna be like Chelsea Wilson. We have a real star witness and some serious evidence. But it's extraordinary. The man then could have got Rattus Crattus killed. And on another day, C4 killed as well. The level of corruption inside the JCF. I shake me head. I shake me head because we could have literally been in a situation where there is no trial for either Tesha or Blackman and clans. Just like that. if your favorite crooked squad did have him way. You see how Muma end up right, exposed, even though she don't know what she do at the time. You see how she end up right, exposed what go on. That's the Klansman system. They cannot operate without some kind of help from crooked members of the JCF. Extraordinary. Anyway, Patreon squad, big up on yourself. PIA, you don't know, more life. Vulture squad, stay circling. Bless.